Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Dead Unicorn. My name is Corey, and it is freezing. I got a coat on because it is Alaska, and we have finally hit freezing temperatures below 0 Celsius here, and my hands are icicles in this room, and I cannot warm them up no matter what. I turned the heat on. I did. Is this compelling to anybody? Am I getting views
Yeah.
for this? We're playing Cyberpunk today, guys.
More weather talk. That's what we need on this
It's
channel.
100 degrees today in Phoenix.
100
Indiana
degrees.
reached 70, but we're going to hit 28 tonight.
I love how there's Corey with freezing temps, Sasha with melting point for a lot of things temps, and then I'm just sitting here with moderate temperatures, just like those both sound miserable.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Indiana is being very opposite ends. Daytime 70, nighttime 28.
This is so we're getting all of the subscribers today, guys. Subscribe for more weather-related news here on the Dead Unicorn. Cyberpunk time. Thank you to our patrons. Scroll in the bottom. You make everything work and keep the lights on. We're happy and glad that you're part. Dead Unicorn. Patreon.com/DeadUnicorn is where you go to join the community. James, am I going to throw it over to you? Is that what's happening right now?
Sure. So when we last left off, my edge runners had managed to make their way out of Graceland without any blood being spilt by anyone. They got contacted by another fixer who's taking over where Weiss has, died on them. And they know now to not be driving through Mississippi because it is corp controlled and, they'd be caught rather quickly. So they're going to take the old muddy and find a way down that. But before that, let's do character intros, and then we'll take care of some of the bookkeeping that we didn't get to between sessions. And so I'm going to go ahead and start us off with Lady Valk.
Hello, my name is Lady Valkyrie. I play as Steelheart, the French, what is her role? Tech, who is more of a mechanic of sorts. I'm the one who will take care of everything physical, whereas Hermanos takes care of everything digital and all those fun things. And I may as well pass introduction to Elmanos and Tarek.
Yeah, so I play, my name is Derek, and I play Elmanos, who is a netrunner extraordinaire who is currently trying to hack some information regarding the I don't even remember exactly what I was hacking. I'm hacking something. Hack the planet, hack everybody, hack people up just like Gas does. I'll pass it off to her.
Different kind of hacking, I think, friend. Speaking of, I'm Sasha. I play Gas. She's the resident doctor. A bit low on the marble count, so we don't really have many to lose here. Supplies the party with a variety of different, drugs, and has put people's organs back in 2 times so far this campaign, which is, I'm starting to feel like is going to be a rather frequent thing. And I'll go ahead and pass it off to her brother, played by Corey.
Let's make a deal, guys. You and me, we can figure something out. Something that benefits all of us. Now, I got my lawyer here. And what's going to happen is we are going to we're all going to make so much money. And all you got to do is just sign this contract right here. And all you got to do is just sit there and
Give up
look
all
like
your worldly possessions.
and look like you're beautiful. Just stop. Don't read the contract. Just sign it, okay? I'll tell you what's going to happen. We are stuck in Memphis right now, and we have got to get down to Louisiana. We've got to get to New Orleans.
No.
Nolans, baby. And I think I have a plan. We're going to go talk to some nomads, get on a boat, and just sail down the Mississippi River, right? We're going to get on one of those casino barges. We're going to gamble the day away. We're going to do it in luxury, baby. This is what we're going to. I got everybody covered here. All right, James, what are we? What's happening? Where are we?
What are we actually doing outside of
All right.
Falco's fever dreams? Drug-induced fever dreams. I'm sorry.
The first bit of bookkeeping is taking care of Gas's role that she did for science biochemistry on a blood sample she took from Dr. Young. What was it you were looking for with that role?
I think we took care of that last time. You said that I was able to get the blood sample analyzed on a base level and sent out somewhere for further analysis, and then I would get results back probably in a few days because it needs to need some time to get processed, basically.
Okay, all right. In that case, then, Elmanos, you were going to go into Norcross's servers or somebody else's servers to try and find more information on Dr. Adriana Young?
Yeah, that's what I was doing. I was trying to find out not only Adriana Young, but I was looking at my notes. I had to go back into my notes.
The other one, Blue.
But also
Lucy?
No, it was Amelia Young.
Amelia.
We know that Amelia Young, just to recap, died in an explosion after her car was hit by a semi. Reportedly, it was an accident, but it seems like something fishy happened there. The semi never hit their brakes, but no further investigation was done, and Dr. Young is her father. She was studying to become a researcher before she died. Mother died young. In high school, she was a member of the forensics team and played violin. No more detailed history in their medical records that I found just searching the net. She was college-aged and died at the age of 22. Adriana Young, from the Norcross files that I found on her own medical information, no real history or exceptional data about Adriana Young. No official age range, maybe 5 to 6 years difference between in age between her and Amelia, which would track if she was actually the same person, or what I suspected at the time was potentially a clone.
All right. So you're hitting Norcross's servers. What kind of information are you looking for there?
Can I just say,
Tarek? I am looking for information. I think I'm gonna have to defer to Gas. She was the one who was asking me to get information specifically.
To look for anything you could find, but specifically DNA records.
Tarek, I just want to point out that clones are so 2000, and it's 2020s right now. Do you know clones are out? What's in is alternate universes. So obviously she's from an alternate universe. She's
okay.
She's what are they called? A branch.
Well, that might be the case, Corey, if this was a Marvel game.
She's a glip-glop. Got it.
She's a Jefferson Starship.
She's a Jefferson
Starship. It is, but you do touch upon a partial point. Body part cloning is a thing. They can clone organs, but full body and full sentient cloning is not something known.
By the way, we got OmniGod Metatron in the comments of Twitch saying, Blue Shades looks like Elon Musk meets Brendan Fraser.
Oh, that's a perfect description of Hard Cell.
Really, that's my character in a nutshell.
That is a perfect description. A drugged out version of what he said.
Yeah, like they said, Elon Musk meets Brendan Fraser.
I mean, is Elon Musk never drugged out?
Exactly.
True. But hey, we saw him on the Joe Rogan show going.
He's not good at drugs. I'm like a Brendan
he's not
Fraser
good at it,
with
and
the
he's
drugs.
not ever really drugged out.
I don't know. Looking at what he does with Twitter, I think that might tell the real
tale.
Well,
maybe Viagra abuse. Okay. That does mess with your circulatory system, which can affect brain power. So, yeah.
What you're saying is Corey's character has
those
a
guns
raging
away,
erection,
Corey.
is what I'm hearing.
Finger
And
guns are how I
just to
close
let
the
our
deal.
audience know, the reason I'm showing this map is because, well, since we're doing cerebral stuff and brain fart.
Are you okay? Reset.
I just had a complete brain fart. The entire ship crashed.
I know we were shopping earlier as well. I'm not sure what else. I
Well, this
actually was
looks like a
surprised
pachinko
as well.
parlor, right?
Yeah, this is a pachinko gambling
Yeah.
establishment. I'm
Yeah,
shocked.
so I just threw this on because Sebastian has been doing such a wonderful job with our maps, and I don't know that this one would ever see the light of day under normal circumstances. So
You don't
at least
know.
that's a change of pace from the
Oh
country
my
map.
goodness.
Well,
When
I mean, Gas is kind of a gambler.
Gas
so
is a
maybe.
hardcore gambler.
I was about to say, when we get to Night City, this is probably gonna show up again.
It might later on in some of the other adventures, but I don't see it happening in Land of the Free. So it'd be sitting here for a long time.
This is the pachinko parlor on board the barge, the pleasure barge that Falco is
Crash.
looking for.
Dude, we need to have a fight in a pachinko parlor because then we can do that old like 1980s cartoon trope where you just throw lots of ball bearings on the ground and all of the villains are like whoop 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 and they fall on their asses.
What was that movie with
effect was
the
beautiful.
little ninja kids where they do that?
Three Ninjas?
Three Ninja?
Three Ninjas. There you go. Boom.
Or are you talking Surf Ninjas? I think Surf Ninjas is the. Does it
I
have
think
Rob
Surf Ninjas
Schneider in
might have
it?
done that too. I think they did. I think they both did it.
They both at least had the prop gag fight at one
Yeah,
point.
exactly.
The Surf Ninjas is I have to say the superior ninja movie.
The superior teenage ninja movie.
Yes, the superior teenage ninja movie. I mean, it's got
Except for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but that has
Turtles.
has the proviso that they are mutants and turtles.
it's got the funky Cole Medina guy. It's got Rob Schneider.
Dino.
It's got
Bismarcky.
it's
Marquee.
it's got something money can't buy something money can't buy, which are knives.
Tone Loc was Funky Cole Medina. That's
Tone
right.
Loc, that's the guy. That's the guy.
Tone Loc.
He plays a cop. All right, we got to get back to this.
Yeah. So, hacking into Norcross servers to find that, if that's all you're really looking for is a DNA profile on her and maybe a personnel file, I'd say that's as easy as three successes. With your first success having to be a breach, then you can choose whatever you want for the other two. If you get 2 failures or you complete all 3 successes, you can choose to push your luck and see what else you can grab. But at that point, if you get a failure, you're taking 4d6 straight to your neural
Ouch.
as the AI will bitch smack you.
Okay, back door. First up.
Elmanos needs to be bitch smacked by somebody eventually.
I'm sure that
Never
Steelheart
mind.
has bitch smacked her at least once.
Get in the comments, bitch. Slap him.
And there was the cyber psycho on the airship.
It's true. But we're due
2
for another one.
wolvers
This
in the
week.
guts do kind of count as a bitch smack.
Yeah,
Bitch slap Elmanos, everybody in the comments. I want to see your
your best.
best
slap.
Elmanos just tear that character down.
Okay, 15 is a success. You're now in.
Okay, I imagine let's do some pathfinding.
Sounds good.
Do I get any bonuses for pathfinding? No, I do not. Well, here we go. Give it a try. Probably not as great.
And that one's a
problem.
failure.
Okay,
You can try again.
I'll do a cloak this time because I don't want to leave a trail.
Hey, no trail, huh?
All right, that's 2 successes, 1 fail.
So I need how many successes to get this information?
1 more to just get the basics of what you want.
Okie dokie. Let's do a control node.
Are you wanting to spend luck on that?
Sure. I'll spend 2 luck.
All right, then you have your 3 successes.
All right.
And now you
Also-
have the choice. Do you push your luck and risk a failure that'll do 4 die 6 to you? Or do you pull out?
Push your
Hold on.
luck. Push your luck. Come on, everybody. Push your. I hate starting a chant. It's
I'm
just
just
me.
imagining like fucking Tarek's character getting the mental nutcracker after failing this roll.
Not really a mental nutcracker as much as a part of my brain gets burned away.
I will
Yeah,
say,
mental nutcracker.
I will say, it's always the responsible thing to do is to pull out.
Look at that cloak. She's using protection.
She.
That's what I said. I said she.
Sasha did say she.
I hate it here.
No, you don't. Shut
These
up.
are really
No.
high. These are really high checks. So making another one,
Risky.
yeah, it's really risky because I basically need to roll a 10 to succeed here. So I'm gonna say
You're just
I
grabbing
need to-
extra. I will tell you the DC ahead of time. It is a
All right.
15.
So
Yeah,
you'd have
Whatever
to roll-
approach
have
you
to-
choose to use, it's a DC 15.
So would you have to roll an actual 10?
If I do cloak, I'd have to roll an 8.
8?
But you
That's
could
rough.
use a different one of your programs to do something else.
How much luck do you have left?
I have 2 luck left. I'll try to pull information and I'll spend some luck. How about that?
Okay.
I'll do another backdoor to try to get extra information, and I'll spend 2 luck.
It'd be so nice if we could upgrade that cyber deck of yours because this is terrifying.
Yep. For us all. Okay, good.
The pepperoni pizza. I was
Pepperoni pizza
thinking it.
worked. Okay, and that's it. That's all. That's my last tempting of fate.
Okay, so you pull back out. For everybody else, Elmanos sat down in the back of the van, jacked in, went, and about 2 minutes later went, and now has files to go over. The personnel file and the DNA file, that you got easy. Shows that Dr. Adriana Young started working for Norcross about 1.5 years ago. Oh, and has her showing as being pretty exemplary as an employee, doing whatever they wanted and needed and doing it well in that 1.5 years. She's mostly been working on a neural bridge for ambidexterity. It's almost ready for prototyping. And if Gas wants to take the DNA profile, she can just go ahead and compare it with another bio tech roll.
Where is it? Roll. Wow, it's almost a 10. Still not bad.
Still good enough to see that, yep, the DNA profile on her employee record matches what the sample you took from her just now.
Okay.
With the equipment you have, it's a 98% certainty match. And she is still unconscious because you've got her under sedation.
Better take it off.
Okay. Any other information that I got from the extra roll?
It's an encrypted file, but you did manage to grab and take it with you. So you'll have to decrypt it to figure out what it is, but it's labeled Special Project XR7.
That sounds something important.
Okay. Got my notes. So she comes out and gives you the information that James just described, and says it's going to take me a while to decrypt this this extra file I grabbed, but I'll do what I can to try to figure it out.
All right then.
You got lucky.
And I
this
believe
time,
with
but
that, you guys all head to the docks.
Norcross may be searching for whoever infiltrated their systems once they figure out they got hacked.
Well, Norcross has already been looking for us.
Not great to keep poking the same bear multiple times.
Cardiac actually
Very cool.
speaks up on that one and says, unless you poke them in a different direction so they start lumbering away from you.
Well, unfortunately, it's all the work that we've done so far has to do with the same person, and they know we have her.
Oh, that reminds me. I really need to make a female thief character named Misdirection.
Stop talking about your Elf Online characters, okay?
Misfortune.
Okay, Sasha,
All
we
right,
both know
and-
where that comes from.
Yes, we do.
And with you guys heading to the docks, that actually brings us to chapter close. So go ahead and reset your luck.
Ooh.
Oh, that's nice.
I wish there was just a button for that, but
Yeah, same.
Sadly, there isn't
Okay.
one for the Game Master either.
I thought there was one that just resets your stats. Gotta find it again, though.
I'm still in a wound state. It is a light wound. Are you okay, man? Don't barf on camera. No one's gonna
I'm
like
not
that.
going to.
Actually,
just,
barf on camera. People love that.
It's just that the McDonald's, when I got nuggies there, I ordered 20, and it turned out there were 25 in the boxes.
Oh, bonus plan. Love it.
Naturally, you couldn't
they
leave
liked me,
5 feeling
apparently.
lonely.
Yeah.
No, how could anyone?
I mean, do they love you? They gave you extra death pellets. I mean,
No,
Yeah.
they gave me extra nuggies. And nuggies are
Yeah,
good.
It's propaganda. We at corporations love you.
Now, at the docks, now you see several different kinds of boats lined up. One of them is this hydrofoil looking speedboat thing that you definitely wouldn't be able to take the van with you. But it looks like it'd be very fast and get you down to New Orleans quick. There's a couple rust buckets. There's one that quite clearly says River Patrol on it, but the crew are not wearing uniforms. So, yeah, pirates. And then there's what looks like a slightly oversized tugboat with two people kind of just moving crates off of it. They look like a father-daughter pair.
that's nice. I like that.
So,
I am obviously not a good judge of character, so I will refrain from making any decisions on which boat we take.
Because you
Are
got
we
our
look-
last mode of transportation crashed.
I didn't do that. I don't know what you're talking about.
We can't prove that you didn't do it.
are we looking to have a
I also
fast?
can't prove that I did do it.
Are we looking to get down through the river quickly, or do we wish to take the vehicle with us?
Yeah, I think we need to take this car with us, don't you think?
It seems like it's the best idea. It's sturdy and it'll help get us to Night City.
I like that little tugboat. Seems to have a lot of room on board, and
I bet you'd
They
like
seem to be
anything with
making
having
more
me.
room at the moment.
and you got a nice little like family owned operation there. They're really easy to take advantage of. I say we go with that.
Steelheart does give you a death glare as you say the take advantage of. Quick question for James.
Yes.
Would I know if any of these vessels are affiliated with nomads at all?
The river pirates probably are connected with the Raff and Shiv, which are outcast nomads. And give me a rep roll on the tugboat and on the speedboat.
2 separate rolls?
Yeah.
All right. 1d10. I got a 1. You said tugboat and
Is that on the
speedboat.
speedboat or the tugboat?
I'll go with the tugboat based on the order you had said things, and a 6.
Okay. With the speedboat, you're not really sure. You don't know anything about them. As far as the tugboat goes, yeah, they're kind of connected with a couple different and nomad families, not directly, but more as in that you know that family has worked with your family before, and they're on good terms with at least another land-based nomad family. And for everybody's edification, let me get this lined up correctly. That's what the father-daughter look like.
You know, you could have made that a handout in the game.
Except they don't have it in digital form to actually put in a handout.
And then we could.
I mean, like, yeah, that would also require James to, either
Showing on
like
camera.
copy
Oh,
the.
camera. Oh, I was looking at the wrong area.
You can go to the YouTube channel, YouTube live stream, and you'll be able to see it. Well, you can rewind to see it there.
Obviously, we got to go with the father daughter. There's pictures of them.
They're main characters.
Yeah, they're
important.
exactly. They're super important.
Unless anyone else wants to stop her, Steelheart will approach to talk to them.
I'll come up with you. I'm a talkative fella.
All right. Well,
So-
for Steelheart, because you got a 1 on the name, the boat's name is the Varina, Varina, and it is Captain Cleary Cantner as the man, and his daughter Grace.
You said Cleary, Cantner, Grace aboard the boat Varina.
The Varina, yes.
Okay.
And just to see if they've heard of you. No, they have not. Okay.
Okay.
Probably a good thing.
I mean,
Which, for those who are history buffs, the ship is named after the wife of Confederate President Jefferson Davis.
Oh, great. That's fantastic. Sure they'll love us.
that makes me feel better. I'll wait a moment for Corey to be able to. Boat Farina, Captain.
Sorry, guys.
No worries.
I'm back. I'm here. What did I miss?
All right, so you're approaching them,
The
still
boat is
pulling cases and
named
crates
after the
off of the
wife.
boat.
The boat is named after the wife of the former the president of the Confederate States of America.
That's a choice.
So you have great you got great feel for this.
It's okay.
Yeah, such a good feel.
We don't trust him to make decisions anymore, right?
I mean, Elmanos, you might have a problem. I don't know.
Yeah, I might. You're right. This might go well. This might go terribly. We don't know.
Steelheart's gonna approach the pair. Bonjour. Are you?
What?
Hello. Are you?
Oh, okay.
Are you looking to go down river anytime soon?
Depends who's asking and why.
Looking to charter your services?
Well, then, yes, I am.
Will you? And are you accepting of cargo?
Yep. Where are you headed?
Out of
Nylons.
character. Say again.
Nylons.
New Orleans.
Okay. We can make that trip in 4 days if nothing really happens. 5 if something goes wrong, likely.
Oh, it's likely something's going to go wrong.
Yeah. That's why you got to budget that in. So, say you want to bring that van with you, too?
That is the cargo.
All right. We'd have to put it on the front, but we can cover it with some camo netting if you don't want people to look at it. That's no problem. So say, call it 500 EB a day or 2,500. Then
Business?
looks over the group again and goes, "She a net runner?" Pointing at Almanos.
Yes, she is.
Extraordinaire.
Why do you ask?
I got some friends that are in a spot of bother right now, and they kind of need a net runner's help. And, well, they also could use a few extra hands, too. Tell you what. You let me get this cargo off of here, you agree to do the job for my friends, I won't charge you even 1 EB to get to New Orleans.
So just a question. 2,500 EB to get down there. Can I make a business roll on that? I'd like to make a
Sure.
business roll.
I'd like to know what the business is.
That's actually for a 5-day trip. He's undercharging from what market rate would be.
That's I figure. It seems kind of.
Not by much, mind you, but he is slightly undercharging, probably in the hopes of making it in 4 days and being able to pocket the excess.
What do you say, guys? We can. I don't know. We may be able to swing the 2,500, but if you want to save a dollar, if you want to save a euro buck, you know me. I'm all for saving a euro buck. Thing is, I have no idea what this guy's job is, and I'm sure he ain't gonna give us any details unless we say yeah.
How willing are you to do the work?
But they said that they need a net runner. It's very
And they also said
specifically.
they need extra hands, and we don't know exactly what those hands are going to be doing.
Is there anything directed this to Cleary? Is there anything you can tell us about this job?
Especially with the legality, I'd like to know.
Well,
Elmanos gives
light
you a
on-
look like, really?
I'm being light on details for a reason.
I figure it's much. It's
And I'm not going to discuss it here on the docks. Tell you what, if you can make sure you got the cash to make the choice, we'll have our cargo off of here in about Sasha, I said that there was a boat that had river patrol on it, but none of the people on it were in uniform.
Right. That was sticking in my mind, and my gears were turning. What's River Patrol? I feel like that is something that I
It
just
would basically be a form of state level water-based cops,
okay.
but obviously that boat got taken over by pirates, and they
Okay.
haven't changed the
If
paint yet.
if we're expecting cops potentially to like, if there are cops on the river, which is something I did not think about, are we like, is there something we need to do to prepare for the fact that we're hauling a car across the
car
river?
that is
Like,
You
very
did
recognizable
say
at this point.
Like,
that
do
they
we
have-
need to have like paperwork or something for this? Like, are we gonna get hassled for this?
so
by cops?
they did also say
Or,
that they could put like a
Well-
camo net over top of the vehicle.
or are guns taking guns across state lines? I don't know if that's an issue or not.
Oh, taking guns across state line is not an
Say.
issue.
Yeah,
Okay, they
What
won't
would
put
probably
that.
be more of a worrying issue for you is the fact that you and Hardcell are the only ones with valid ID of any sort.
Okay, that makes
Steelheart's in the country illegally.
Listen,
Yeah, and I'm effectively sinless.
listen. We were on a tight schedule.
right.
You came in on a tourist visa and just overstayed it. That's all.
Most Canadians.
I'm not from Canada.
But you're
That's
French,
the
so you might as
That is the
well.
appropriate level of
I
disdain to
agree.
come from a French person about that.
Corey, stop it with the puns. Stop it.
So, yeah, they said that they can cover the van with camo netting, keep people from having eyes on it.
Okay.
But yeah, Steelheart would also know that Cleary and his daughter wouldn't have sins either. So
Sins.
state
Like
identification.
identification numbers.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Can I talk to y'all for a sec? Come here. So guys,
So Hardcell
I-
and Gas are the only ones that would have a sin, and
Y'all
those
are
are only
sinners.
really valid in
Hold-
California.
hold on. Hey guys, come here. I need to say something. These guys, we're carrying that somebody who's got a bounty on their head, right? So, if we do this job, this highly illegal job for these two, then we have something. We can just grab some blackmail on them and say, "Hey, don't be bringing down the cops or anybody on us because we're gonna give this to them too, and we're all gonna go down." Right?
Mutually assured
You mean if
destruction.
they
Is that what
try
you're
to
saying?
betray us?
Exactly. If they
Don't
try and
tell us
betray
all.
us, they won't. We will have mutually assured destruction, so no one's going to betray anybody.
Steelheart already knows from their reputation that Cleary and his daughter do not ever fuck anyone over.
They have a perfectly clear reputation. They're very good about their jobs.
Okay. Well, then never mind. Let's not do the job and just pay the $2,500. I got or 2,500 euro bucks. They're euro dollars.
Well,
That
I
is
mean,
a
that comes
lot
out of our
of
expense
euro.
account, doesn't it?
It comes out of our expense account.
But that means that we get less pay at the end of this thing.
Does it? That's not how expense accounts work, does it?
Yes,
They
that
said
is
that
what.
we got
In case
money.
you were told
Extra,
anything
whatever
left
you
on the
want.
expense account would be turned back over to you after you do your accounting.
Yeah, Weiss had
So
said.
it is directly cutting what we'll get at the end of the job. That means we get,
To be fair,
2,500 less.
We're gonna get we're guaranteed 2,500 plus whatever's in the expense account, right?
Yeah, and you've already been given 2,500 for your upfront half.
Yeah,
and
but
then
we don't know what costs might come up that we can't avoid, and this is a cost we could avoid. Do you get my
Right,
reasoning here?
right.
You
Okay.
might want to save it for things where it's like, fuck, we have to pay. There's no way out of this. We gotta pay.
All right.
Like bribes.
Like bribes or like anything where we're like, we really don't have any wiggle room here and we need a lot of cash.
right.
If we can do something and then get it, save a lot of money, maybe we should consider it. That's just my 2 cents.
Sounds perfectly reasonable to me. Let's do that then.
As long as we aren't compromising ourselves,
More than we
safety,
already are.
I think we should be fine.
I like it.
While we're all taking a little huddle, is Adriana with us right now, or is she still napping it off in the car?
It's been only an hour, and you gave her, I believe you told me, an 8-hour dose.
Sure. So then in that case, Gas is gonna look to Falco and say, "What exactly are we going to do about Adriana? She is clearly keeping some secrets from us, though
Well,
I don't know
that
what
being
exactly."
said, she might have some secrets that she doesn't even realize. I mean, who tells a clone that they're a clone, right?
I thought. Uh, does Gas think that cloning technology is imminent? I should ask James. She is a doctor.
Well,
Or
the
does she
way
think that
that,
it's like, no, it's never gonna happen. We're never gonna get to cloning. Like,
well, from
not-
what you
not-
know, the current state of cloning for organs is one where as soon as there is a brain forming, they kill the brain and continue growing everything else. So it's possible, but the big hurdle is actually putting knowledge into a brain. That would be the biggest hurdle to making one, and making somebody a realized individual through cloning. Well, it could happen maybe in the next 3 years, unless the orbitals, which have always been much more advanced in the medical sciences than earthbound people, well, they might be able to do it within a year or two if that's what they're looking for.
Okay. So in that case, Gas would just say, "I'm not sure if it's cloning or something else, but regardless, I feel she's been keeping something from us that is putting us in more danger."
We could always ask her about it.
I suppose. Do we think that she will give us an honest answer?
Good question.
Or is it better to keep what we know to ourselves?
How would you feel about it? You were a clone.
She like rolls her eyes at the mention of the cloning thing
She
again.
just gives you a look like that's what a clone would say.
Clone or no clone, estranged relative or no. I feel uneasy.
I say that's healthy. First rule of the job, trust nobody.
It's not that. I don't like not knowing what is going on.
Quick question for James. When we went through security for the air transport, the cruise ship thing, did Young get pinged for any cyberware?
Oh
Do we know
yeah.
that?
Oh yeah, she got pinged for neuralware, some kind of wet drive, but nothing combat rated, so they barely paid attention to any of it.
Wet drive?
Yeah, those are kind of standard.
Yeah, a hard drive in her head.
Okay, thank you.
She's a hard drive in her head, huh?
It's a wet drive. Wet.
No, all I'm thinking is about how we have a net runner and she's currently asleep for 7 more hours.
Well, yeah, she's.
All I'm saying.
You want to root around in her
In
wet
her
drive?
noggin?
In her noggin?
Absolutely. Like a pig looking for truffles. Go, Elmanas, go.
What are you trying to call me? Never been called a truffle pig before. Jesus. Rude.
Oh,
You okay there, James?
the way that I
Oh,
want to
just remembering that my last girlfriend actually made that analogy on how I was eating her out.
What are we? What?
I had the shake head, cover face, and look down, and you asked anyway.
Sasha.
I asked because I am overly curious. You can also just say, not on camera or anything.
No. That's great. That's wonderful. That's how all men do that.
They didn't
James,
call me
stop. We
truffle
don't
pig.
need a demonstration.
They didn't call
As
me truffle
Robin
pig Johnson
Williams
back
put
in
it
high
in
school.
his one act live on Broadway, a pack a lunch, because
Oh my god.
That's it. We just needed a demonstration. That was it.
Again. It's great.
Eh.
Okay. It's still going.
Breathe, man, breathe.
Save something for the ladies. Now everybody knows, okay? Now there's nothing left to the imagination.
There's no ladies left for the rest of us.
Why-
Goddamn. Calm down.
Why rent the cow? Why? How does that saying go?
What the hell
Why
are you
eat
buy,
out
talking
buy
about?
the cow when you can get the milk for
The
free.
truffle pig instead.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, I buy the cow when you can have sex for free. That's right.
No. Why eat out the cow when you can be the truffle eating pig instead?
Oh yeah,
That's how it goes, right?
yes.
I think so.
So
Hey,
you
we all-
guys go off, get the cash so that you have that as an option. Because Cleary is not going to have the ability to use the digital card. He wants
Right.
cash. If you decide to go the cash route.
Kiss cam.
I guess
Wow.
so, yeah.
I love how you asked that right as the more or less the face of the operations leaves. Fuck.
Yeah, we'll probably go and grab the cash just in case.
Yeah, I'm good with that as well.
Might not be half bad to have a little bit of bribe money on hand, easily accessible in case we do get shaken down by the cops for not having IDs for some of y'all.
Where did they go?
Well, a nice little statistic for you as well about the new United States as they are. 51 of them, because California split into two. Is that something like 80% of people don't have a SIN. Something close to 80% of people just have no record of their existence whatsoever.
My records of existence, if any, are not in this country.
Eric put a vid up in the Discord channel that had the timeline for Cyberpunk, and I can't
Right.
remember right now off the top of my head if it was 99 or 2000 where the actual collapse of the United States occurred in this
I
timeline.
still need to watch that.
It's really good. It's actually like very detailed.
Which is also
being so
another
short.
reason why this particular United States never had Trump as a president.
Well, it's also what year is it?
2020.
2020.
Yes. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. No, it's around the right time for that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
shout-
2016 was when he
shout
Right.
out to
off.
Ethan.
Thank
So-
you. I honestly had forgotten that.
So, Game Master, Cyber Lord,
Yeah.
Your Highness, there's a comment on Twitch from Metatron that says at a higher level of cloning, it's possible to program in specific spinal reflexes. Is that something in Cyberpunk? Is that something can you make programmed clones in Cyberpunk like Order 66? No.
At least in
No.
2020.
No, but the thing that they would be referencing with that would be the equivalent to Cyberpunk are the skill chips. You can put a skill chip
Yeah.
in, activate it, practice the moves, and it would give you muscle memory of
But
those moves
that's just for
a lot
skills.
faster.
That's just for skills. You can't like incept somebody with one of those, can you?
No,
Okay. At least
not in Not in 2020.
Not normally, unless you make a specific adventure that has that, and it's the conceit of something,
Well,
right?
it's kind of the conceit of the video game and something that happens in the video game of Cyberpunk 2077.
Got it.
I wasn't
And
gonna say
and
it.
it would be spoilers to talk too much about it, and I don't want to do that to people
Sure.
who may be looking at it and going, "Oh, it's now redeemed. It's now doing everything it originally was saying it was. So I'm going to give that game a try now."
Hasn't it been out
debating.
for like super long? Like,
It's been out for a
long?
while, yeah. But like
But
it's getting
they just released
with
a lot
the
of
newest-
people held off playing it until the new release
Yeah.
came out, which was
Fair enough.
And with the new release now,
was
Phantom Liberty, they made up for like 90% of the things they didn't get right on the first release.
Yeah.
Driving
Yeah.
still sucks.
And they've upgraded they've upgraded Keanu Reeves to Idris Elba, I heard. So that's
they upgraded Keanu Reeves.
I'd like him more if he was Idris Elba.
Now, Johnny Silverhand is not a likable character. He's an ass.
No.
He's supposed to be unlikable.
They made it work.
So I still kind of like him.
Take
once you
one
get
of
past all
Hollywood's
the
nicest
douchebag
people
thing.
and make him play the biggest douchebag possible.
But
Oh
I-
yeah,
I
he
heard-
is definitely the biggest douchebag.
I
It
heard-
is fun.
I heard Idris Elba's in the DLC. So that's
Yes,
what I
yeah,
said.
That's
Idris Elba
okay.
is in
We
the
I
are
was right.
talking an awful lot about Cyberpunk for the video game for trying to not talk about Cyberpunk. The video
I
game.
know.
But we haven't touched on anything that would be considered spoilers.
Yeah, it's cast mostly.
So you run off, get the cash from a data term so that you actually have cash to decide once you hear about the job, whether you'll just pay or just go on the job, and come back to the ship a couple hours later, probably stop somewhere and get a little bit of food. And Cleary helps get everything loaded up. The van takes a little bit to get put on this slightly oversized tugboat, but it gets on there and is strapped down, covered in a camo net, and he starts to take off. About 6 hours later, the sun is setting, and the boat slows to a crawl. And Cleary comes out of the pilot house and goes, "All right. So my friends are eco-terrorists. And there's a corporation.
That's a hell of a way to start the conversation.
Well, better to be up front on this.
Fair enough.
And there's a corporation that's bribed their way into having a chemical plant just off the river. Now, this chemical plant, it's dumping its waste into the river. My friends want to blow the place up so that it's just once and done, and then everything can start healing.
Will it be able to recover after that big of a... Does it know?
Depends. Depends upon how good your netrunner is. Because the drain thing has gates. And they're computer controlled.
How many gates?
I don't know off the top of my head. Like I said, it's my friend's job. I just know they want to blow the place up. And I've passed by it enough to see that the drainage has a gate system.
I see.
So, which is it? Money? Or are you going to help my friends?
I'm not against helping. You know what corporation?
Got to real quick double check that.
It's not like Biotechnica or anything, is it?
I mean, if it's
nothing that
Biotechnica,
big.
if it's Biotechnica, that's either a really good thing or a really bad thing for us.
It would probably be a really bad thing for us because they'd get even more pissed at us and want to come after us.
Yeah, they probably send higher security.
The company's name is Armex Patterson.
Anything I know about this company off the top?
I was gonna ask this.
Give me either a business or a rep roll.
What is my business? What is business under?
Intelligence.
Found it.
It's an education skill.
E.
And also you can search skills under Eurobucks. You can also
You can, but if you have your things closed down, you can't search inside those. I'm just gonna do a rep roll of 3. That's not bad.
It's not bad, but at the same time, it's not low enough to actually know anything about them. A 16 business, you've heard the name. They are a chemical manufacturer. They make base components and sell them to other companies. Does Falco or Gas want to make a business or rep roll?
sure. I am Mr. Business.
Okay, then I will definitely tell you, hard sell. You've done business with them. Your adoptive family has bought chemicals from them for the manufacture of your own biochemical products.
Sounds good.
Or same for Gas. You also know the name as one that your family business has bought chemicals from before.
Is that good?
They are a relatively small, but they are one of the main chemical manufacturers in the southern U.S.
Like, doesn't
So-
matter to me. Here's why this doesn't matter to me all that much. One, this company got to have good insurance, right? It'll cover the cost. Two, it'll reduce supply. Yes, balloons. Yes, I love you too. And two, because I had the number 2 up. That's what creates the balloons. The second point is that when supply goes down, prices go up. When prices go up, we can push it even more, a little bit of gouging, and thus make even more money out of the desperation of people who need the drugs that these chemicals are being used for. Ergo, like this is a win all around. I don't see any problem with this. We can just
All right, Scully.
I love how you just went on a tangent of, hey, let's be evil.
No, he is a corporate exec.
these
I know, there's a reason I don't want to play as any of them. My own morals are too high.
just look. I am like, look. I'm gonna take off the glasses. Real talk here, guys. Capitalism's a messed up system.
Yeah,
And
no,
I am not in any way endorsing this kind of behavior that happens all the time.
Yeah, this is literally capitalism 101.
I am
Yeah,
Yeah, one of
simply
the things that caused the big collapse for America in Cyberpunk 2020 is rampant capitalism.
yeah.
Yeah, late stage capitalism is a bitch.
So I'm just saying I'm role playing in the role playing game. So don't get this turned around, guys.
Yeah, no,
All right,
To
back
specify,
to my
to
character.
specify, Corey, I am not judging you. I'm just like, fuck, I forgot how capitalists were and how corps were and execs were, and it's like, yeah, I could not bring myself to be an exec because that is just against my being.
Some people don't have the stomach to make money. I get it. You got to be a shark.
I would rather be a witch out in the woods.
Well, then you'd probably
Even witches
prefer
need money
Morgan
for culture.
Blackhand's philosophy of life, part of his advice to new solos is to never sleep in the same place twice. Always have multiple stashes for your weapons, and make sure every weapon you have works well before you need to use it.
Solid advice.
Who's advice?
Morgan Blackhand. He's a big famous.
Morgan Blackhand. Out of game, he is Mike Pondsmith's personal character, and Mike Pondsmith is the man who gave us Cyberpunk in the first place.
Oh.
Yeah, all the big NPCs that you hear of in the video game and others, Rogue, Alt, Johnny, Silverhand, Ripper, Thompson, they were all his playtest group when he was creating Cyberpunk.
You'll find this a
that's
lot in
cute.
role-playing games where you'll play like an old beloved role-playing game and you'll find out that all the major characters they were just games that people played in their basement. That's what Forgotten Realms literally is just
Yeah, it's great. I love it.
I mean, let's be honest here. Ed Greenwood, Elminster, look at the pictures side by side. They're the same fucking person.
True. Real and true.
So it sounds like we want to take this deal.
Yeah, let's take the deal.
All right, then. We should reach the pull-up point in about a day. And it's about now that Dr. Young is starting to wake up. Fuck. Did somebody else try to kidnap me? Knocked out twice in as many days.
She never woke up the first time. I just gave her extra sedation while she was already asleep, so she should have no idea. She just overslept. That's all.
What happened? Why is everything moving up and down? Oh, God. Immediately hops up, jumps, bangs against the walls interior of the van, because the last place she was laying was in a heart-shaped bed. And if it's moving up and down...
Uh-oh. Relax, Miss Young.
We haven't been thrown overboard just yet.
Where
Take a deep
are we?
breath.
You had a good rest. We are moving on our way.
Okay. All right. Sits back down. And with that one quick breath, she is back to the stone bitch you've known her to be the entire time.
Terrifying.
She does look at her bioscanner on her wrist for a moment. All right, that's better. Are we on a river?
Yep.
It's
Last I
our
remember, we were bedding down at that hotel.
we managed to find a passage south.
Okay.
We heard that the roads were more hazardous. We have a new fixer. We have a new fixer, correct?
Mm-hmm.
We have a new fixer. Turns out Weir is dead.
Oh, man. That's going to upset Dad. Why is everyone staring at me?
Good question. I'm sure Gas could fill you in on that. I'm gonna go over here.
I will specify Steelheart would definitely not have been staring at her. She would have just been like replying, like either sitting in the driver's seat, just like looking forward, or just like tinkering with something. She finds things to tinker with, whether it be her arm or something else.
You slept
I,
for a
I'm
while,
pretty sure
that's
both
all.
hard cell and cardiac, at least, were just kind of looking at her, and occasionally cardiac's glancing at hard cell, like, "You want to say something?"
They're all just worried about you. You slept for some time.
All right.
Never knew someone like you could sleep like that.
Someone like me.
Yeah. Real
Well,
busy.
according to my bioscanner, I was sedated, so it wasn't a natural sleep.
Oh, that makes sense.
So I'll ask again. What happened?
The
Do you
Elvis
not
is
do you not remember the situation with the Elvises?
yes. The
in the
Elvis is.
hotel?
She's right. The Elvises tried to kidnap you. They gassed us all. But I have nose filters. I got stuff in my nose.
Yeah, it's called drugs.
Outside of the drugs.
I mean, I have so many uppers in me right now. Knockout gas and not gonna do anything. It's just gonna make me normal.
Yeah. I gotta take downers to keep all the uppers from going off the rails.
Hey, look, after 2 Black Betties, I need a lewd just to even things out a bit.
Well, anyways, yeah, they put you in a big bag and tried to cart you away, and we had to rescue you from the evil Elvises.
Okay, that explains why my shoulder feels a little bruised. I probably landed on it, didn't I?
Or I landed on it. I don't know. I tackled them pretty hard.
I chased after you naked.
Yes, she did.
I bet that was quite the sight that made many of them run, but
I
probably
made some
not
of those
screaming.
Elvis into men that day.
Derek,
I missed that, and do I
did
want to
you
hear what
bang
he
some of
said?
the Elvises we were looking like? What? Quickie in the corner or something? Good God.
Sorry, I'm very tired thanks to work having had inventory this week.
Oh
And
goodness.
today I had to restack 12 rolltainers, so it's a lot of boxes.
Goodness gracious.
So we're getting ready to do a run. Try to get book passage. In order for us to avoid having to have any strange conversations, we're about to do a run against a chemical manufacturing company.
Okay. Well, whatever gets us where we're going.
Certainly a detour, but a necessary one.
I'm just along for the ride.
Yes, that's true.
Hey, you know what, guys? I have all of these like records and files and stuff from Dr. Young's company. Wonder if there's anything in here that we can use. I totally forgot. Have all these
Didn't we
things.
get that one encrypted thingy or that super special thing that almost blew us all up when we pulled it out? Y'all remember, right?
Yeah.
What is that? Did we ever look at that?
No, you never really looked at that one. The main one, Hard Cell and Almanos did look at and found that it was like mostly accounting files.
Yeah. There was a
And,
bunch
like,
of stuff on
payroll.
stock stuff that made Corey's character go on a stock bender. I
But what
remember
about
that.
the other one?
I have stonks.
Probably look into that at some point. And by we, I
Yeah,
mean you.
the other one, the one that actually had the bomb attached to it, that also consisted of 2 memory cores, which note 3 cores equals an AI.
Yeah.
So it's a very smart
Right.
system if it has two, and it's been sitting without power for at least a week.
Huh.
Right. You know, I forgot I had these in my inventory.
We all did.
How did the hells do I? There it is. Okay. Just need to edit it so that it actually says the right thing now.
Yeah, that's gonna take a while for me to do, and I just gotta say, it's drive me a bit thin if I'm gonna be, well, running a gig against this chemical plant, trying to make sure that it's able to be exploded, and trying to dig out information from those memory cores. It's a
We can
tall
get to
task.
it later.
Perhaps later.
Maybe. It depends on how much time the memory cores will be self-sustaining. I mean, I don't imagine they'll auto erase themselves, but I've heard of weirder things.
Dr. Young goes, well, Core 1 should hold on to its files without power forever, really, and at least until the crystal degrades. Core 2, though, that had some special access stuff, and I think after a month with no power, it's supposed to use what power it still has residually to wipe itself.
That sounds about right.
So you got a little bit of time on that. And besides, reaches up, presses something on the back of her neck, and then holds out a chip to El Manos.
Oh, what's this?
Access codes for those cores.
Well, that'll simplify things. She pulls the chip and starts sliding it in.
It's
I was also-
literally Dr. Young's Norcross ID chip.
The good news is these things have been off the net for a while, so they shouldn't know yet that your access code, if your access codes are deactivated or not.
Mm-hmm.
That'll simplify things.
And if you do hack into it, I would like copies of any of the medical research files in there.
Oh,
They'd
yeah?
be useful with wherever I'm going.
Do you want some hard copies of your work there?
Not just my work, but the rest of the work being done at that warehouse.
A facility? All right.
Mhm.
I think I can manage that.
That's fair enough, I suppose, considering they're trying to kill you.
Yeah, you've earned that.
Fuck 'em.
Yeah,
Not
and
literally.
I only want copies. I know at least Hard Cell is connected with a biotech company and could use those files there too. Then it's just a race as to who can utilize the files the best. Wherever I end up, or at BioLife. Who knows? I might end up at BioLife.
Do you not
Good
know
question.
who got you out of there?
Yes, I do. My dad.
Well, I would have imagined you'd go work with him.
Yeah, but he's not saying where he's working right now,
Let's see.
and I've gone communication silent until I actually see him in person again.
Fair enough.
Safer.
Yeah, safer for all involved.
After all,
right.
Norcross might be trying to listen in on his communications on his end.
Very true. They might be trying to listen in on everybody's communications that's involved with any one of us at this point. So, what's the next move? We go to talk to these eco.
Terrorists.
Yeah, I was trying to think of a more
Eco
inviting word
raider?
for it.
Did we get on the boat already? Are we already?
Yeah, you're already a half day down the
Excellent.
river.
Can I talk to these two lovely boat runners here?
People?
They're
Yeah.
nomads, right?
Mhm.
Called boaters.
Clary Cantner and Grace Cantner.
All right.
At this point, you can talk with Grace. clear he's gone back into the pilot house and locked the door behind him.
All right. I'll go over with Grace.
You don't want to go in there.
Hey,
That's
Grace.
what he's doing.
Can I ask you a question? I'm looking for somebody. It's not that important, but it's just something I'm doing on the side here. Have you seen this person? And I pull up the picture that I was given of my dad, because the AI said my dad's alive, and I don't know. I'm saying that to you, James. Like, I pull up the picture of the AI picture of my that thing. I show it to her. Maybe she's seen her. She travels around a lot.
She goes, not really. I mean, looks vaguely familiar, but also
Yeah.
has a look of a lot of different nomads have. So
Yeah, I figured. It was worth a try. Well, thanks anyways.
hang on. Raps on the pilot door. What? Dad, you know people better than I do. You know this guy he's showing a picture of?
Pull up
Huh?
the picture of the person.
What was your father's name?
I don't know. These were details that I never filled in.
Well, that's a detail you should at least
biological-
come up with. What was he called?
Yeah, what was my biological?
Bond's the name. James is the game.
Bones Happy Dance. Friend to all.
Call the Bondulance. Someone's having a strong.
You know what? You know what? His like his edge runner name. His name was probably his edge runner name was probably Prairie Dog. Let's go with that. I like that. But his actual name is Ptolemy.
His actual name is Prairie.
Looks at that picture
Ptolemy
and
Evans.
actually goes, huh. I ain't seen him in a coon's age.
Yeah. He's supposed.
Last saw him about couple years before Grace was born.
That sounds about right, because he was supposed to be dead, and I've been told that he is not dead. And if he's not, that is of great concern to me, because I don't know if you see the family resemblance, but if he's alive, I need to find out.
Oh, sorry, I can't help you.
Well,
It's been at least 20 years since I last saw him.
yeah, I get that.
But you always remember the good tippers. And for simply ferrying across the river from one side to the other so that his pack could keep moving. Man, it was only 30 people, so it only took me like 3 trips, and he still paid me $10K.
Wow. You know, my dad was that rich.
He was a good tipper, at least.
Well, thanks, man. I appreciate the info.
I later found out that $10K had come from a bank that had been robbed about 3 days that way.
Okay.
But that happens with nomads sometimes.
I love that so much.
Hey, I don't know what my dad's been doing. I was a toddler. I was walking around going ooh doo 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 doo. So I don't know.
Valk, yes, there is. You could easily just, well, if you don't mind sacrificing the burner agent that
I have 2 of
you
them.
guys bought recently, its power supply should keep the core at least on low power for good 2 weeks before it itself needs recharging. And if you set up a recharge station, you could use it just as a transfer point for power.
I mean, that might be something Steelheart will ask El Manos. should we hold on to these chorus? Sorry.
Well,
Wait, before you say anything, Elmanos, were you two done with your scene, James and Corey?
I think so, because he got all the info he was going to get out of them.
Falco,
I'm
Okay.
done.
continue. Sorry.
I mean, I can probably get to him pretty quickly. We don't want to necessarily hook him up to power yet, I don't imagine, because then whatever protocols are on there might try to reconnect to the net, and then, well, problems. So keeping him in stasis for now and then coming back to it once we have an opportunity to, probably the best bet. As long as sometime within the next month we'll have an opportunity to get back to it.
How long has it been since the raid? Since we stole Young?
About a week and a half.
Okay, so we have 2 weeks tops before it's like dangerously close. Because okay. I will also say that Steelheart will want to ask about her Nomad clan, but I'm also okay with doing that on another session if you want to wait, because two people asking about, hey, have you seen this missing person to the same group may feel odd to stack in
Yeah.
the same day.
Well, in your case, they're not missing, and they often do work out of New Orleans.
Her clan's not missing.
Right.
Someone else important to her is, though. Wait, did you just say that the clan operates out of New Orleans?
They sometimes do.
Okay. I do need to write this.
They, at this point, since they've been exiled from France, their sea route mostly is New Orleans, where people do at least speak bastardized French, and south to like Brazil and Argentina, where there are some French-speaking pockets.
Okay. I am going to mute so I can type some stuff so I don't go clicky-clacky.
All right. Tarek?
Yep.
Give me one perception check when you checked the chip that she handed you.
Sounds good.
Okay. Norcross's personnel files that you just grabbed, you've now noticed an oddity between that and her own employee ID.
There are discrepancies.
Her file, both where you pulled it on the server and on the chip she just handed you, they're the same. But the oddity is that her ID code starts with the letter C, but absolutely every other personnel file you saw started with either a number or it had an NC.
Clone, not
Hers is
clone.
the only one amongst that just has a C.
Is there? I mean, I doubt it. Never mind. Trying to figure out that encode like that encoding, that taxonomy will probably be pretty challenging without some way to verify what those like that information means. But
Yep. But you could just do a cryptography roll to start up the program to decrypt that encrypted file.
Let's try that.
And the better you roll, the shorter time it'll take.
Just a quick question, just so you can remind me of specific phrasing. You said banished. My clan was banished from France?
Exiled.
Exiled, thank you.
Yeah, and mostly due to some young idiot with a flare gun accidentally setting a Biotechnica exec's pleasure yacht on fire.
Don't you hate
A
it when they
21
set pleasure
means
out on
that
fire?
file will be decrypted at this point in another hour.
All right, I'll keep it going. I'll spend the next hour kind of deeply focused on trying to decrypt the values inside.
Because I'm going to go with the assumption that you started this decryption as soon as you jacked back out.
Makes sense. I could probably do that pretty easily while talking.
Yeah, and well, if it's a common sense thing, I'm not going to penalize anybody for not saying it.
That's fair. That's actually very kind of you. So then, yeah, as soon as like the conversation dies down, you just see Elmanos typing away on a little cyberdeck controller.
And a little progress bar slowly filling up.
It jumps up by
I love
5%
making
and then
progress.
doesn't move for another 10 minutes and jumps up by 20% and then goes back down.
Yeah, god damn it, I hate these things.
Someone needs to get
Well, the
Elmanos
percentage
off,
doesn't
beat up.
go down ever, but the ETA till done will go 5 minutes remaining, 3 days remaining, an hour remaining.
Yeah, no, I get that exactly. I've had a few Steam games where it's like, hey, this will take 3 days. Sorry, this will take 10 minutes. Sorry, actual accurate time, 2 hours.
And then goes back to saying, it'll be a week. And then drops back down again. And you're left going, I can't trust anything you're saying. You keep lying to me all the time, and it's obvious.
This is why computers
Toxic
lie.
relationship.
They aren't lies. They're the truth as it is at that moment. The truth just is malleable. It keeps changing from second to second as your bandwidth changes from moment to moment.
It's literally just the net. Someone's what is it called? Somebody's throttling my net access, and now I'm just getting constant like bad reads on how long it's gonna actually take me to download this data.
It's Gabe. Gabe has a big like dial, and he's just like, slow it down, speed it up, slow it down.
No.
Yeah, also has to do with how many people are on that particular server you're downloading from and all of that.
It starts off saying it'll be done in 5 minutes, and then it slows down to 3 hours, and then you get an email that says, if you'd like your download to resume at optimal speeds, please subscribe.
Net neutrality.
For the small cost of 99 EB a week, you can have the fastest download speeds in the entire tri-state area.
This is why we need This is why we needed
Virtually
net neutrality.
virus-free.
We didn't get net neutrality. Net neutrality failed. That's the future, really.
Yep.
It's already starting.
Let's not be speaking anything else into existence. All right, so we got about 20 minutes left in this session. I don't think that's enough time to actually introduce you to the eco-terrorists or anything like that.
You don't even have it ready. I bet you don't have it ready.
I agree with Corey.
I don't have a map, but I could have started it at this time, but I don't like starting and having to stop right in the middle of a run.
All right.
Oh,
But then our games are always an hour and 40 minutes.
But we got 20 minutes, so you guys, anything you want to discuss, talk
Yes.
about?
This Pachinko parlor has a Baymax right in the
Yes, it
lower
does.
right-hand
it
corner.
does.
Yes.
It does. Oh, that's amazing.
Yep, that's one of the statues in the corner, which I would say that's probably the most expensive ticket item you can get in the place.
Wait, that's a
Gotta be
winnable
bolted to
thing?
the floor at that point.
It's an 8-foot tall resin statue.
I'm gonna break my neck. That was. Do not take what I said out of
We
context.
don't need a car, right?
Like, there was a CVS near where I lived about a decade back that actually had in the store life-size Darth Maul
Ooh,
resin statue.
cool. And you could win that?
You could buy it from that CVS
Oh.
But still,
for $15,000.
Another thing I'd like to say before we go is my wife came by when we were talking about the pig truffle and the and she said, this is what she told me.
oh
Was
no.
she watching or did she hear?
Why buy the pig when you can get the sausage for free?
Yeah,
Very
that's another
fair.
variant.
There you go.
That's the crystalism.
Was she watching?
That
Or-
that would be the feminist side of the
Feminine. Right?
yeah,
Or-
the feminine side of the why you buy the cow if you can get the milk for free.
I'm gay, so like. I'm also asexual. Asexual? Yeah. Somewhere on that spectrum.
Yeah,
It's you,
yeah.
babe.
Ace demi-rom.
Now we just have to figure out one for truffles.
Why buy the truffle when you get the pig for free?
I don't know.
Why buy the pig if you can get the truffles for free?
Why buy the truffle if you can just get the truffle rooting pig for free? I don't know.
Who
I don't
who
know.
cares about truffles when you got the pig that roots for them? I don't know.
Something like that. I don't know.
Is this a euphemism for something?
I don't know.
Do
I'm
you like-
trying.
I think we're
You-
stretching it.
something-
Trying to make
something-
one, apparently.
We're
Something,
working
something,
on
something.
it. This is workshopping a joke, guys. This is what's happening right now. But yeah, those are the two things I wanted to say before the game ends. Anybody else got anything to say?
Higgly wiggly.
Oh my god.
Things your character's doing in game, conversations with fellow characters.
The power thing. How difficult is that to set up? Like, would it be easy to just James froze? Okay, there we go. The power thing for the power cores, the memory cores. Thanks.
Wouldn't be too terribly difficult. Like I said, you technically have all the parts you need right now.
Yeah, the time
And you
thing
could
is more my
even set up a recharging thing into the van for the agent itself and have the agent be kind of a bypass system to regulate power flow.
About how long would Steelheart think that would take to make? Because she might like want to get started on it.
Maybe an hour.
Okay. It's something to help pass time. She'll probably do that.
Mm-hmm.
Do you need a roll
And
from me?
I'll go ahead and say that, Elmanos, you managed to get the file decrypted now.
Okay.
And it is a lot of research data. It's specifically for 2 separate projects. One project is for a bioengineered liver that apparently would be able to actually deal with the wasting plague pathogens and nanites and actually destroy them and make it so that if they can bring that to market and sell it, that would make so that all the places devastated by the wasting plague could be repopulated again. And the other is a special bioengineered heart that they are planning on marketing to athletes because it should be able to give better control over blood pressure and blood flow even during long endurance events like marathon running. And the main reason you actually ended up snagging that out of the same node that had the personnel files for Dr. Young, this thing notes that she already has both of the as prototypes in her. As in the only known physical form prototypes, they're inside her body.
Okay. So we're keeping this information from Gas so that she doesn't
Cut her open?
Yeah,
Probably
she
a good
doesn't
idea.
knock her out and cut her open to try to excrete that delicious pay dirt.
Because she probably would.
I know. This is why we're not telling you.
Yep.
And I don't even know if I should tell Hardcell about this yet.
Because he might tell me.
Because he might tell you, and then y'all might come up with a scheme to try to, pay dirt.
I
So
mean,
you
worth
only
money.
end up telling Steelheart, and she's just like, I
What is
forgot
any of
that
those
she's off her
things?
rocker.
Steelheart doesn't know what any of it means because Gas is a doctor.
Nope. She's like, I know how to do surgery on vehicles. I have no idea
Does that
what
count?
any of this.
Well, this would be
means.
like replacing the muffler and catalytic converter, as well as replacing the fuel pump.
Oh,
At the
why
same
didn't you say
time,
so
and you
before?
only have 2 hands. Go.
I already only have 2 hands.
But
At
you
the same
can use your
time.
feet.
Hmm.
And you only got the 2 hands.
All right. If that's where you guys are all comfortable with, we'll go ahead and call it there.
I think
I'm
that's
good.
where, for now, that's where Manos will be kind of pausing her informationals at this point.
Sounds good, guys. All right. Well, thank you for a great game, James. Thank you out there for watching, for following on Twitch, for subscribing on YouTube, for commenting. I mean, we talked to a bunch of people today on both YouTube and Twitch. It was a really nice time. Thank you for all the nice comments.
Thank you for
And
being participatory.
we will be here next week on Friday, and tomorrow you can join us for Isle of the Dreaded Accursed, the final game of that, more than probably. So from Tarek, Sasha, Lady Valkyrie, James, my name is Corey. Go roll some dice.